ensemble today. And the first song they're going to play is actually a prelude song in about, 3.5 minutes or so. So, the amazing Sounds of Unity Ensemble is going to play to get you time to get up here a little earlier than normal so that you're in the room and ready for the amazing Heart Matter. So, clock is ticking. Come upstairs. That was lovely. Sounds of Unity with a little guest help. Speaking of guest help, if you're not in the room, I have to wonder why. We're about to start some special music with our musical guests, Heart Matter, on a prelude song. You might know it. Get in the room.
Good morning. I am on a lonely road and I am traveling, looking for something. What can it be? Oh, I hate you some, I hate you some, I love you some. Oh, I love you when I forget about me. I wanna be strong, I wanna laugh along, I wanna belong to the living, alive, alive. I wanna get up and jive and wreck my stockings in some jukebox dive. Do you wanna dance with me, baby? Do you wanna take a chance on maybe finding some sweet romance with me, baby? Well, come on. All I really, really want our love to do is to bring out the best in me and you too. All I really, really want our love to do is to bring out the best in me and you. I wanna talk to you, I wanna shampoo you, wanna renew you again and again. Applause, applause, life is our cause. When I think of your kisses, my mind seesaws. Do you see, do you see, do you see how you hurt me, baby? So I hurt you too. Then we both get so I am on a lonely road and I am traveling, looking for the key to set me free. Oh, the jealousy, the greed is the unraveling. It's the unraveling, and it undoes all the joy that could be. I wanna have fun, I wanna shine like the sun, wanna be the one that you wanna see. I wanna knit you a sweater, I wanna write you a love letter, I wanna make you feel better, I wanna make you feel free. Ooh, wanna make you feel free. Wanna make you feel free. Wanna make you feel free.
Unity San Francisco, Heart Matter. Amy DeBalos on those amazing vocals, and Dylan Votto on the vibraphone. As the music team joins me on center, how is everyone this Sunday? Thank you for those of you in the room. Thank you for braving Beta Breakers traffic. Music team, as you come and join me. Yes. Thank you for being in the room. Thank you for being in this presence. Okay, so I'm going to pull a Ken now. We are going to sit in the energy of each other. Can I get you guys to come closer? Yeah, that means get up and compact. Come closer. Come a little closer. Don't be shy. Everybody wear their Arid Extra Dry, right? Or their Secret, or their Suave. Come on, come on. We don't bite, we're family. We are a beautiful unity family. See, Ken and I believe that when you sit in close proximity with like-minded people, you actually sit in the energy of others, the vibration goes higher. When we are spread out, it's harder for us to really come together and community, right? So we are going to do a celebration song at the top of the service. Let me back up. Hi, my name is Misa Malone. I'm your music minister. In Ken's absence, we're doing a David and Misa takeover. So we'll do things a little different. For our celebration song, it's You Are the Light. If you know it, please sing it. If you don't know it, dance with us. All right? And Dylan Votto of Heart Matter has gloriously and beautifully said that he will sit in with us on this song. All right? Let's have some fun. Go ahead, y'all. The clicker is not working. Love live TV, don't you? My heart is wide and open. My eyes can see. There it is. My mind is filled with knowing. My mind believes I am awake. I am awake. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. But truly cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. My heart is clear and growing. My heart can see. My soul is full of knowing. My soul believes I am awake. I am awake. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. Okay, so because we have Dylan, I want everybody on center stage to step to the right. Come on, come this way, Marty. That's the wrong right. This way, Marty. This way, Marty. So, Dylan, would you bless the people with a little bit of your gift, please? he not?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dylan has a gift, does he not?
Yeah.
And you have a gift, each and every one of you. So while I can see it, and you may not, I say you are the light. But the real growth, the real knowing, the real evolution comes when you can say, I am the light. Right? So we're going to sing this again. And this time you're going to say, I am the light. All right? And you're going to say it with conviction and dominion. You will feel it in every cell and every atom of your body because it is what? Divine truth. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Here we go. Now I know where my freedom lies. I can't go back and close my eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. Yes. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. You remember the choreography? I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. Yes. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. One more time. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. And that's how you start a service. All right. Thank you, music team. David?
No? Yeah.
So we are going to ask Heart Matter to set the space for us for our opening prayer. And they've selected a beautiful song, which I think will really help us set the tone and intent of the day. And then Dave Cooperberg, our own Dave Cooperberg, is going to lead us in a beautiful opening meditation, opening prayer. All right? So I give you Amy Davalos and Dylan Vado, collectively known as Heart Matter.
If it's magic, then why can't it be everlasting? Like the sun that always shines, like the poet's endless rhyme, like the galaxies in time. If it's pleasing, then why can't it be never leaving? Like the day that never fails. Like on seashores there are shells. Like the time that always tells. It holds the key to every heart throughout the universe. It fills you up without a bite and quenches every thirst. So if it's special, then with it, why aren't we as careful as making sure we dress in style, posing pictures with a smile, keeping danger from a child? It holds the key to every heart throughout the universe. It fills you up without a bite and quenches every thirst. So if it's magic, why can't we make it everlasting? Like the lifetime of the sun, it will leave no heart undone, for there's enough for everyone.
Is this on? Yeah. So let's go into prayer from the magic of that song. Get comfortable and take a few slow, deep breaths, breathing in relaxation, and with the exhale, releasing all unnecessary tensions, knowing most are unnecessary. You are here today. We are here today. In the present moment, in this wonderful sanctuary, putting time aside to be fully present, to celebrate that unique expression of the divine that is you. So as we go through this service, holding on to that heart space, holding on to that inner wisdom, and allowing the music and the words that are spoken to be your words, allowing the music and the words to uplift you, to more fully express the magic that you hold. For you are magic. And it's time to release those barriers and let the light that you are shine on. And so in gratitude for this, as we open to the service before us, we say thank you, and so it is. Amen.
What a beautiful start to the service, and it's just now beginning, too.
Happened in a short period of time.
Yes, I love it. For those of you who may not know me, my name is David Montecalvo. I am the Chief Operating Officer here at Unity San Francisco, and it's so wonderful to see you all.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Always a pleasure. It's the David Misa takeover.
I love it. We love it. We hope that Reverend Ken is having a great day off because he certainly deserves it.
Yes, indeed.
You know, this year, Misa, our phrase of the year is unapologetically inclusive. Mm-hmm. And our word for the year is influence.
Yes.
And so this morning in my meditation, I was like, oh, another word for influence is inspiration.
Indeed.
And so I was thinking, in what ways can we, you all, those of us joining online, how can we inspire other people? And then I was like, oh, Misa's talking about gifts this morning. So it ties in really well. There are no coincidences in spirit, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's all in divine order.
Oh,
so
that.
the understanding of influence, I want to be really clear in this TikTok Insta era that we're not talking about social media influence. We're talking about influencing change. Influence could be interchanged with impact, right? Inspiring and impacting and influencing a shift in consciousness, a shift in the world, a shift in perspective, a shift in attitude. You have the ability to do that because you never know what your gift may be to another person. And you never know how your gift may be received by, internalized by, and then channeled into change.
Oh, I love that. I hope that if you are still looking for your gifts, I hope you find it today. I hope you get
Yes.
inspired by that.
We're going to have fun. We're going to play.
Part of what we do at Unity San Francisco is we are unapologetically inclusive, and so we make space for people, no matter what their national origin or their background, religious background, sexual orientation, or gender expression. We hold space for that, and we celebrate that. And so there are a couple of months, tribute months, that are going on this month of May. We have Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and Misa's going to highlight some cool folks during her talk related to that. And then it's also Mental Health Month. And so we honor mental health journeys, and we hold space for that. If you, Reverend Ken wrote a beautiful blog about Mental Health Month this week, so check our website, unitysf.com, to read that. And it's also Jewish American Heritage Month. And as I was doing some research on that, I read that some of the earliest pilgrims that came into the United States were Jewish refugees, and so some of the groundwork that they laid kind of brought about the freedom that we enjoy in the United States today. So yeah, always great resources to read up on for that.
When we're looking at differences, right? Because we're talking about differences. We're talking about those diverse characteristics that make us each individual. And the U.S. is a beautiful example of differences coming together. We are a melting pot, are we not? Just looking at this room, there's a beautiful rainbow, as my husband's uncle Maury Turner would say. There is a rainbow of faces. And it's not only a diversity of how we physically appear, it's a diversity of thought, it's a diversity of gifts, a diversity of experiences, and we can learn from each other. So to be unapologetically inclusive is to create space for whoever and however you chose to show up.
Yes.
And we are accepting, not only are we accepting, we're embracing, we love you as you, whoever you is. Correct grammar, whoever you are, right?
Yes.
And that's really important, especially today. Today is Beta Breakers in San Francisco. For those of you in our online family, hi. Today is a crazy day.
Yes.
Today is a day where people come together in costumes and outfits and various states of undress and traverse the city of San Francisco.
And so half the city is closed down for
Half the city is
route,
closed
so,
down.
Yeah.
We've had several people, we actually had some choir members who couldn't get through because of the closures. But the beauty of it is literally a day of celebration of diversity. It's literally a celebration of who do I want to be today? Do I want to wear a pink tutu with nothing else? Because that's who I'm feeling. And we're celebrating that. And if that's not unapologetic,
I don't know what is.
I don't know what is.
And then we have Pride Month next month, too.
and then
so
Pride Month is next month,
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful time of year, and it's just really wonderful to be in a place, because I recognize the blessing of being in the city of San Francisco in the state of California, because there are a lot of places that are not inclusive. There's a lot of crazy, and I hesitate to use that word, especially in Mental Health Awareness Month. I am not using it to describe any individual. I am using it to describe a loss of control, a loss of rationality, and a complete lack of understanding and awareness of impact. So when I say crazy, that's what I'm talking about. And there are some things going on in other parts of this country that I cannot call anything but crazy. So we hold them in our hearts. We hold them in consciousness. We use our love, we use our gifts, we use our minds, we use our power and our influence to shift that situation so that they can be proud to be in that city, in that state, in this country, or whatever country. Do we not?
Yes.
Amen. So we have an affirmation that we say about our unapologetic inclusivity, and it is that I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. Can we know that together? I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. And so it is.
You're
All right.
hydrating me so you got your
Yes.
top ready.
I gotta go.
If you are a first-time guest, whether you're here in the building or if you're joining us online, We are so grateful that you've chosen to spend your Sunday with Unity San Francisco. If you're here in the building, we have a gift out in the foyer. And if you're online, there's being a link that's being dropped in the chat. And please click that. That is your first time, because we also have a special gift for you no matter where you are. If you are here in the room and you haven't gotten a paper bulletin, one of our lovely ushers will bring you one of these. And if you're online, there's a link that's being dropped in the chat. And this is a link to our spiritual connection card, which is right here. And this is a really important way in which we can have information so we can send out mailings or different booklets. If you're online, please fill that out, because we can also send you some materials. And also, Reverend Ken holds these in your prayers, in his prayers, and you'll return to it later in the service, and we'll drop it in the offering basket. But if you are joining us on Livestream, so Unity San Francisco is probably about double this size here in the room. It's also online. And so often we don't get a chance to say hi. So if you're joining us on Livestream, so YouTube or Facebook, go ahead and use your phone to scan that QR code, and then it'll take you to the interactive Zoom link. And in just a second, as the music team is getting in place, we're going to have a chance for the room and online to say hi, and we'd love to get to know you a little bit more. So now I invite you all, whether you're at home or in the room, to stand as you're willing and able, and dance in your seat if you can't get up, for a community song.
Go ahead and play that one more time, y'all. Come on.
I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible.
There we go.
And I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. And I feel
Please say hello to our online family. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I expect a miracle. 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 Every day. 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 Every day.
Hi, everybody. Great to see you. Are we all expecting miracles? Yes.
Hey. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you all.
Morning, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Hey everybody, hey Stacy, hey Kate, hey Tom, Lucinda, Jana, Alan Klein. Good to see you, Andy.
We're in for a treat. We have special musical guests. And Misa, hi, Tom. You got your hand raised? You're just waving? You got it? Good to see you. All right.
They're gonna take the mic, but hey, everybody, we gotta go back to the stage. I'm sure he's giving me the eye.
Hey. Hi. Good to see you. All right. Well, as Misa gets on stage, we are in for a special treat. So I'm going to kick it over to Misa.
All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. So today is all about owning your divine gifts. And I'm going to introduce our special guest, Heart Matter. So a lot of you may wonder, where do we find Heart Matter? Heart Matter was actually recommended by Karen Drucker. And Amy DeBalos, who is our beautiful, is she not a gifted, ethereal, the tonal quality? Yes. So Karen apparently ran across their path and she recommended that they reach out about coming and blessing our community. And I'm so glad we were able to organize it. And more importantly, I got them to come for my Sunday. But there's a beautiful song that they have. It's an original song. So Amy Dillon, if you would. It's an original song that they have. If you don't know Heart Matter, find out about Heart Matter. And since today is all about your gifts, and your gift is definitely something that comes from within, I think their song, appropriately titled Within, will really help you find your way. I give you Heart Matter.
Just want to check. Oh, the monitor is back online. Beautiful. Thank you so much for having us. Our pleasure. Yeah, so this is an original of ours, and it's about no matter what happens out there, within, you will never be without. Change like lightning bolts and flash before my eyes. They move in silent mystery, and hours will pass us by. What pace do we follow when time is running thin? Should I rush to the ends of earth or turn my gaze within? I will never be without within. Loosening my grip, find the strength to turn within. the strength to turn within. Is fleeting by design. Can we accept our fate? What's certain is uncertainty in life, a passing wave. Is there a beginning, and will we see the end? Time is an illusion, a dream that's made to bend.
Okay, see, where's my mic? There I am. All right, heart matter. No, come on. Come on. That was wonderful. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Dylan, for blessing us with that song. Ah, so beautiful. An extraordinary gift, yes? Yes. So let's talk about gifts. Principle 2. We are divinity in expression and therefore inherently good. And I think this is my favorite unity principle because I think it's the one that I and most people I know probably struggle with the most, right? Because if I'm divinity in expression and therefore inherently good, then said another way, I am good. Yes? But if we take it further, then it's also I am enough. And that's where we struggle. Who I am in this moment. I am enough. Our friends, our family, society, the media have made a very successful business out of not enoughness. We're not tall enough, smart enough, rich enough, thin enough, thick enough. I've had both of those in my life. The messaging is consistent. It's persistent, that we are flawed, we are imperfect, less than in our basis state, and we should aspire to be something else, anything else, right? Now, we at Unity know, and if there's anyone who's new to Unity, we believe that we are spiritual expressions of the divine, spiritual beings having a human experience, and that we are not disconnected from Source. We are merely an expression of Source. So, if we are having this human experience, then it is the differences that we have and the challenges that we face that inform the beauty of that experience, right? But still, this is a song on repeat, right? Not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. In my life, I was telling them earlier, I have 4 different versions and a remix of not enoughness that has followed me throughout my life. It's an insidious, ever-present refrain in my subconscious. But if we can embrace ourselves wholly and really live into the reality of who we are at a fundamental level, then we can develop into fullness. I know that's easier said than done. Embracing ourselves wholly requires accepting and loving ourselves where we are, as we are, and every iteration along the way. And I'm confident I'm not the only one that struggles with that. Raise your hand if you have never struggled with accepting yourself. Come on, raise them high. Yeah. It's nice to have some company, even under the circumstances. So, the journey to self-acceptance is an important and highly personal one. It means looking into a mirror and seeing the you that is true. Not the you that you fantasize about. Not the you that you become for others. And all of you know you have a you that you are with your family. You have the you that you are at work. And you have the you that you are in the middle of the night by yourself. Which one is the you that's true? Do you know? All facets of the same, right? But the fundamental you, that is divinity in expression, that's the you I'm talking about. Now, it can be a long or a short journey to find that you, depending on where you are in other aspects of your spiritual journey. And there are many other aspects, but today, I want to talk about the part where we take a good, hard look at yourself and we catalog your gifts. Can we do that? Okay. So, 1 Peter 4:10 says, God has given each of you a gift. Use them well to serve others. Now, I have altered this particular piece of scripture. There was some he-himisness in there, so I took that out. Because ultimately, this is the point. God, divine source, spirit, universe, goddess, Gaia, whatever you call it, has blessed you with something that is unique to you, that only you can bring and birth into this world. And because of that, you have a responsibility to use it to help others. Do we agree with that? So that's pretty much the point of it. So I recently came across what I thought was a brilliant breakdown of talent, abilities, gifts, and skills. The acronym is TAG. So talent, the natural aptitude to do something. Some of you had something when you were a kid that you were really, really good at. When I was little, I could stand on my tippy toes, like tippy-toe, tippy-toe. I didn't develop it, but it was a talent, an ability, learned and developed with training. If I had taken that talent and honed it, I might have been able to be a ballet dancer. Who knows, right? A gift is something that is innate and individual to you. You and you alone own that. Some are blessed with a unique and individual talent that is difficult for others to emulate or attain. And then skills are the ability to learn how to perform something. And those who are tenacious turn their abilities into something more through time, dedication, and development. So everyone has abilities, and since they have those abilities, they can acquire skills. Some even have the natural inclinations that are talents. As an example, my grandmother, you've heard a lot about my grandmother over the years. My grandmother could crochet anything without a pattern. She would just look at it, deconstruct it, and she could recreate it. Dresses, Afghans, really intricate little cachets, you name it, she could do it flawlessly. That was a true talent, and I believe one of her many gifts. Now, my aunt, she developed and honed her sewing skills. She developed her knitting, and she eventually reached a level of quality that was pretty superior. It was kind of on par with my grandmother, but she didn't have the knack like my grandmother did. But she got to a similar place through a lot of hard work, which was something that came more naturally, more effortlessly to my grandmother. I grew up in Oakland, California, right across the bay. I don't know where we are, that way. And I went to primary school in the Oakland Unified School District. I was a quick study, and my mother says I went to kindergarten and came home reading. When I went into the first grade, they put me in a program called GATE, Gifted and Talented Education. And that was a huge deal back when I was in the first grade. And what I found out after being an adult was that when I first joined that program, the school wanted my mother to skip me to the third grade. They wanted me to go from the first grade to the third grade because that's the reading level, roughly fourth grade actually, is where I was at that time. And my mother told me that she told them no because she didn't, I want to get this right, she didn't want me to be singled out and treated like a freak. She wanted me to have a normal childhood. Now, I like this quote. For the gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable. See, gifts are often met with fear, derision, and dismissal. My mother's fear of how I would potentially be treated wasn't baseless because we know kids are notoriously unkind. Some would even say cruel. But I spent a lot of time bored in school. A lot of time. And being bored led to some poor choices. Because idle minds, idle hands, devil's playground, all of that. And while I don't doubt that my mom thought she was protecting 7-year-old me, I have to wonder what might have happened, how my life may have shifted if she'd allowed me to move forward where I was at that time. Gifts are subjective. I often hear people belittle a gift because it's not as great as someone else's or it holds no real value to them. For instance, my son can do calculus computations in his head. Yeah, I don't algebra. I'm a word person. So calculus computations in his head, which he doesn't think is that big a deal because he doesn't like math. His teachers thought it was a big deal, let me tell you. But he since, because he's not taking accelerated math classes and hasn't for some time, he can't do it anymore. He thinks that if he went back and he put some effort in, he could probably get it back. But is that a gift, or is that a skill, or is that a talent? Because now he has to work at it, right? Similarly, my mother was an amazing singer. Truly amazing. She sang with Al Green. She sang with Norman Connors. She was the first Miss California the year they let Black people participate in the Miss California pageant. And she won that by singing. But life showed up. She stopped singing. I have no doubt that the gift is still there, but it is underneath layers of decades of coffee, decades of cigarettes, decades of choices. It would take a lot of work to get back to where she was. When I joined the cast of Beach Blanket Babylon some years ago, the other understudy for my track, she made this comment. She said she'd have to watch her back now that I was here. Because why would they need her now that they had me? And I was talking to my music team earlier, and I was letting them know that I think that's the first time it really hit me, that in a world where Luther Vandross has a following, Luciano Pavarotti has a following, Keith Sweat has a following, Bob Dylan, Mick Jagger, Bon Jovi, every single one of them is appreciated by someone, and they're all very, very different. But their being in existence at the same time doesn't take away the beauty of the individual gifts. So what I told her was that her gift was uniquely hers, and mine was wholly mine, both different and beautiful, and neither took anything away from the other because there is space for both. And we got along better after that. But we've been taught to compare ourselves to others. We've been taught if it's not at this level, it doesn't count. If it's not this impactful, it's not real. But all gifts should be honored, not only by those to whom they are given, but to those to which they belong. It isn't hard to be inspired and honor your gifts in the face of that dismissal, derision, and apathy. So how many of you have gifts that have gone unshared? How many of you have gifts that have been lost prematurely because you listened to that earworm? How many of you decided, well, I can't sing like Barbara Streisand, that is, so I can't sing. I can't paint like Michelangelo, so I can't paint. But you know what? There are a lot of really famous artists that don't paint like Michelangelo. There are a lot of really beautiful singers that don't sing like Barbara. But gifts that go unused will go away, as I use my mother as an example. The gift is still there, but it'll take a lot more time and energy and effort to get it back. So, catalog your gifts and share them. You never know how when your gift share is going to shift the world, right? It could be something that you do offhandedly, something that you don't even think about. And it could have a profound impact on the world around you or just one person. And that might be why you're here. That might be why you're blessed with that gift. To be in that place at that time, in that moment, for that one person to create that shift. So this is Israel Kamakawiwo Ole. And a lot of you may know him. He is the beautiful vocalist that did the ukulele version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now, what a lot of people thought was, oh, he's new. No, actually. Israel had been along for a very long time before that particular album, before that particular song. And what a lot of people don't know is he recorded that song in one take. In 1988, he called a studio at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, I have something in my heart. I need to record it now. It took longer to find him somewhere to sit than it did for him to record, which is one of the most beautiful versions of that song. If you've heard it, and I was going to try to find it, but you know, technology. If you've heard it, typically all you have to do is hear the opening refrain. Ooh. That's it. One take. What's really interesting about that is he recorded it, and the producer put it in a cabinet on a shelf for years and did nothing with it. But what he did say is, whatever was going on that night, Israel was inspired. And it was like we caught a gift in a moment. Later on, Israel was doing another album. It was missing something. That producer said, this is the perfect spot to put that song. Then he put the song, and it was introduced to the world. But I think a decade or more had gone by before we were blessed with that gift. Stephen Wiltshire is actually a savant. He's on spectrum. He does not speak. But he can draw beautifully. Now, this man can be in an aircraft and fly over a city once. And then he will put pen to paper and draw the skyline exactly as he saw it, down to the buildings and the number of windows in the buildings, the number of floors in the buildings, the number of cars on the street. As I said, he's on spectrum, autism spectrum. There are a lot of people who believe that the autism spectrum and the gift spectrum are linked, right? Because of where it falls in your brain, neurologically. And admittedly, these are some enormous gifts, right? These are massive. These are gigantic gifts. And rather daunting ones, if you think about it. And I think that's part of our challenge. 1 Corinthians 12:4-6 says that there are different kinds of spiritual gifts, but the same Spirit is the source of them all. As I said before, we place limitations on our gifts. We say, well, I like public speaking, but I don't speak like Ken. I like to sing, but I don't sing like Misa. I'm not good at this thing as they are, so what I have to offer is no good. Trying to be someone else is a waste of time. Myrtle Fillmore said, you do not have a problem except the one that is in your what? Own mind. And you put it there. You allowed that insidious earworm to create that wall. You allowed other people's opinions to impact your opinion of yourself. Charles Fillmore said, let God within you express itself through you in the world without. So why do I harp on this point? For those of you who've been at Unity San Francisco for a while, you know I talk about gifts a lot. If you're a music team, you also know I talk about gifts a lot. I firmly believe that everyone has something. Every one of us has something that we are blessed with, required to invest in and influence and or impact the world. If you've come to music team, you've heard me say that everyone can sing. Everyone has a note they can add to a melody. It might be J sharp or M minor, but we can work on that. We can work on that. But everyone has something to offer without fail. Yes, even people who irritate and annoy us and try our patience, everyone has a unique thing that we all possess, that we are here. That's why we are here. To be that, whatever that is, in this world in action. And that's part of what makes us who we are, and is a large part of what defines our calling. So let's take a look at how different people have chosen to manifest their gifts. You all know about the Guinness Book of World Records, right? So Alexander Overwick is a teacher, a math teacher, who can hand draw a nearly perfect circle. And when I mean hand draw, he goes. And originally he was like, I can draw the world's best circle. And he was just bragging, but they actually looked into it, and it is 99+% to perfect. And he did it right? Who can do that? Vinod Kumar Chaudhary can type with his nose. In fact, he speed types with his nose. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, okay, so is he disabled in some way? No, he was bored and decided to test himself and just kind of went to town. Just kind of went to town. I was like, okay, that's a thought. There's another young man who was a Rubik's Cube record holder, but then he hurt himself. He actually had repetitive stress injury, so he taught himself how to do it with his feet. He can solve a Rubik's Cube with his feet in 16 seconds because he didn't want to stress out his hands. Oh my gosh. Joe Cameron. Now, Joe Cameron is really interesting because she's kind of like Henrietta Lacks. For those of you who are familiar with Henrietta Lacks, or unfamiliar rather, Henrietta Lacks has a very unique genetic code, and a lot of today's medicine is based on her and the beauty of her geneticism. Joe Cameron is another amazing woman because there's a genetic mutation in her where she doesn't feel any pain. They found this out when she was in her late 40s because she had a surgery and wasn't in pain. And her doctor was like, wait, hold on. We just replaced both your knees. Why aren't you hobbling? She's like, I'm good. Now, you might think that's a good thing, but she also burned her arm and didn't realize it was burning until she could smell the burned flesh. So it's a gift. Is it? Dean Kazarnis, now this was kind of amazing to me. He ran for 80 hours and 44 minutes straight without stopping or passing out or dying or anything. That's the kind of endurance his body and his lungs has. And then Darren Taylor, he's a shallow diver. So you've all seen the high divers, the Olympic, right? This man does those Olympic dives into kiddie pools. We're talking maybe 2 feet of water. And he is the world record holder of diving 20, 30 feet into a kiddie pool. Now, amazingly, he's never broken any bones. He has walked away with some concussions. But the key word is he walked away, right? These are all very interesting, out of the box, kind of off the wall gifts and talents. What out of the box, off the wall gifts or talent do you have? Because there's something in every one of you that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine in yourself. Now, you may ask me, what does the perfect circle have to do with impacting a life? Well, you know what? It inspired his entire class of math students. What does typing with your nose? Well, you know what? You never know until you try. Right? You never know until you try. Even in the everyday, even in the so-called mundanity of our lives, there are people who are truly exceptional. For instance, who likes a good Cosmo or martini? Jacob Martin is the #1 bartender in the entire world this year. Mikhail Jacin is the best barista, and I actually had to write down what the drink was, because it's crazy. Those drink orders get to being a little complicated. It's like a half calf, no milks, soy, upside down ristretto with ice cream and a cereal pop. Mikhail's your guy. He can make that for you. Bob Galuski is the #1 janitor in the United States. Now, what's really interesting about janitors in the United States, or custodians, or anyone in the cleaning industry, whether that's garbage, for someone to take pride in cleaning in this country is not considered something to be proud of. But Bob is the best janitor in this country. Missy Testerman is the best teacher. The #1 teacher out of all the teachers in the United States of America. And then Janaína Torres is the #1 chef out of all the chefs in all the world across multiple cuisines. Think about that. So I'm a firm believer that there's somebody out there who is the best grilled cheese sandwich maker, the best bed maker, the best hand holder, the best listener. There are people who walk into a room and they bring peace with them. There are people who can enter a conversation and stop an argument from happening. They can diffuse. Do you know these people? Have you met these people? These people who just bring this vibration of love, this gift of beauty and tranquility and serenity that is so vast that while sitting in their vibration, it affects you, and you don't even know it. That's a gift. It's a beautiful gift. Clicking. There we go. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. Whatever your gift is, it's yours. And it's beautiful. And if you can do Rubik's Cube with your feet, I want to see it. as we are moving into a new era of life, right? COVID changed the world. COVID changed what we thought we knew, what we thought we understood about where our world was going, what we thought we understood about connection. And it taught us we had to create different ways to connect. We had to find different means to connect and different gifts to create the change and the connection that we need. So let us rekindle afresh the gift of God which we have received and really lean in to what our gifts are. Let's take that to our time of meditation. I'm not done. There is only one power and one presence active in the universe at any one time. God. That is what we believe. God is ever-present, omnipresent, omniscient, all that good stuff, right? Which means that magic is real. 200 years ago, being able to carry a computer in your pocket would have been considered magic. 200 years ago, being able to play an instrument and have it electrified through the room or beamed across the world would have been considered a miracle. So I invite you now to sit in your seat. Just let it hold you. Close your eyes and let the music flow over you. If you don't remember anything else that I've said today, I want you to remember that you are a gift to this world. You as you are, you who you are, how you show up, how you share, how you love is a beautiful blessing to everyone who is fortunate enough to know you. Beyond simply existing as an expression of the divine, though, you have a gift. There is something greater in you, something big that will influence and inspire, impact and shift someone or everyone. And I invite you to let these words flow over you while you explore what that gift might be. Even open doors, I've taken off the screen. I'm ready to let the world come inside and touch my life. I will no longer be defined by what someone else believes that I am. Now that I have dropped the weight, I am light as a feather. Time to elevate. Sober eyes, lift your eyes, spread your wings and prepare to fly. I'm outside of the box. What did not demolish me simply polished me. Now the clearer I can see. I know where I wanna go. I am living in the flow. Now that I have dropped the weight, I am light as a feather. Time to elevate. Sober eyes, lift your eyes, spread your wings, and prepare to fly. This is the moment of your life. Go ahead and fly. As the music continues, I want you to allow the vibrations to fill your heart as you drift in consciousness. What is your gift? What is yours and yours alone that you have been called to bless and birth into this world? There is no major nor minor. There only is. For your gift is uniquely yours and yours alone. It took a long time for me to come to the place in my journey where I understood what my gift is. Allow me to use my gift to help you as you explore yours. What are you called to do? Who are you called to be? your wings and prepare to fly. This is the moment of your life. Go ahead and fly. Go ahead and fly. And so it is.
Thank you, Misa. Whew. What a beautiful, empowering message that it was. As we were in meditation, I was remembering the Howard Thurman quote that says something along the lines of like, don't ask what the world needs. What the world needs is people who ask themselves what comes alive, what makes them come alive, and go do it. And so that's exactly what I hope our intention is that you find what it is that makes you come alive and you go and do it. Earlier in the service, we mentioned the spiritual connection card, which, as a reminder, is in your paper bulletin, and then there's also a link that's dropped in the chat. And on the back of that spiritual connection card is a list of spiritual practices. And these are the ways in which you can implement all of this wonderful message that Misa mentioned to bring it with you into the weeks ahead. And so what you'll do is, as I read these, check which one resonates with you, which ones, and then you'll drop it in the offering basket as it comes around. And then it's also going to be inside your bulletin with here, so you can take it with you and use it as inspiration, and you'll also get an email with those if you sign it up online. All right, so the first spiritual practice is to stand in the truth of my calling. Not David's calling for you, but for you, my calling, each one of the next is to embrace my unique divine gifts, to honor my authentic self. Ooh, that's been a hard one for me. The next is to show up. And not just show up, but also show out to bigger in the world. Those are beautiful practices. So as I mentioned, that Unity San Francisco is online. We are all over the world. So we have other states represented, we have other countries represented. And so we want to connect with you. So following service, there is an online spiritual discussion group. So if you're online, stay on this Zoom room, because then there's going to have a chance to connect and talk deeper about this message, what it means to you. And then also if you're here in the room, we're going to have kind of what we call a little red carpet time where we say hello to the folks and just it's all about building connection and community no matter where you're at. So Misa was talking about gifts and talents, and what better way to implement those gifts and talents than to volunteer. If you can cook, then we have a hospitality team. If you love folks to make them feel warm and welcome, we have a welcome team. If you sing, you better be seeing Misa about how to get on the music team. And so, and then also, as we talk about our treasure, giving of the money, everything that we have here is because people have given of their treasure. And so we are incredibly grateful. And so we have an affirmation to, we have a number of ways in which to give. You can use your phone to scan the QR code right there. It'll take you to our online secure giving page. You can use the envelopes that are in the seat backs in front of you to drop cash or check. Please write legibly, and we are so grateful. And to anchor this time, I will invite the ushers to come forward. We have an affirmation. The affirmation goes, I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Let's know this together. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. So it is.
And so it is. And we have a chant that we like to sing to anchor in our beautiful wholeness. It's called I Am Who I Am. So stand as you're willing and able as we sing this chant really quick. 2, 3, sing.
I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am awesome. Listen real closely when I say this. I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am who I am. I am who I am. can't dictate my greatness. I am who I am. I am who I am. Last time. Here we go. I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am awesome. Listen real closely when I say this. I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am.
And so it is.
Thank you, Misa, for a wonderful talk, by the way. Yes.
Aw, thank you so much.
Unity San Francisco, we believe strongly in this beautiful, powerful message to know that you are good, you are awesome, and this is a message that we can bring to our children. We normally bring up the kids from downstairs, but we're going to bless them from afar. Yes.
From afar.
And this, we have an affirmation, and this is something that we can speak to our children in our lives, the children of the world, and also the children within ourselves that have not been healed and not have heard this message. This affirmation goes like this: you are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Let's know this together. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are.
Yes, indeed.
So it is.
So it is.
We have some really cool events coming up, Misa.
Yes,
you know,
we do.
yeah.
So Christine Hildebrand, who was our Mother's Day speaker, is doing this fabulous workshop that's this Tuesday, May 21st from 6 to 7:30. It is Awakening the Divine Feminine. Now, this is going to be a beautiful exploration of what divine feminine is and how you can evoke it. And no, it's not only for those that are natural-born women, because we all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. So if that's something that you want to explore, please come check that course out. I think.
Yeah, sign up. It's on Zoom only. The link's on the website. Reverend Ken's leading a really thought-provoking class on what the Bible says about homosexuality from a very inclusive and affirming perspective. So please sign up for that. That's a great way to kick off Pride Month. It is in person, online, June 5th and 12th. And then,
yes. David, our own COO, David Montecalvo, is going to be doing a wonderful class, a little workshop, a little series on 5 principles to transform your life, based on a book that I think you found quite inspirational.
This is a beautiful book. It's called The 5 Principles. It's by Reverend Ellen Davenport. And this, I found this class when I was going through a transition phase in my life with my faith and my sexuality. And this class really gave me space to wrestle with my with my doubts and all of that stuff from a safe perspective. And so this will be a really fun course to kind of talk about that. It's only on Zoom.
Awesome. And then, of course, we have our spiritual connection groups, and we have many. We have our knitting group, our spiritual healing group, transmasculine spirituality, gay men spirituality, spiritually feminine, and our LGBTQ elder resource group. So if any of those sounds like something that you would like to bless us with your presence or participate and join, please see any member of staff or go to our website for more information.
And knitting group will not be today after all because Cindy got caught in the beta breakers. So we love you and we miss you, Cindy.
Messing stuff up today. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you'd like prayer, we have prayer chaplains here in the room. They're wearing white stoles, and they would love to hold the high watch for you. And if you're online, there's a link being dropped to an online prayer request form.
And then finally, before we get to our community song as the music team takes the floor, I want to give everyone an opportunity to give a wonderful, rousing thank you and round of applause to our beautiful spiritual group, Heart Matters, who blessed us so beautifully today. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It truly takes a village to do the things that we do. Come on, music team. And we have reached that part of our service where we're going to go to our closing song. Now, again, thank you to our music team, our hospitality team, our greeter team, to David, who does all of the day-to-day work. This is a family experience, and it is a beautiful blessing to be able to participate and do this with you every single week. All right? So if you are in the building, if you are on the Zoom, stand as you are willing and able as we sing an old favorite that I think you might know. People keep on learning. Lonely hearts, they are yearning. World, keep on turning, 'cause you can't do it wrong. No words, keep on knowing. While people, hey, they keep on growing. World, keep on turning, 'cause you can't do it wrong. One, two, three, sing. I'm so glad I got to try it again. 'Cause last time I didn't know the pain from within. I'm so glad that I know more than I knew then. Gonna keep on trying till I reach my highest ground. Teachers, keep on teaching. Preachers, keep on preaching. World, keep on turning, 'cause you can't do it wrong. Lovers, keep on loving. Believers, keep on believing. Sleepers, just stop sleeping, 'cause you can't do it wrong. I'm so glad I got to try it again. 'Cause last time I didn't know the pain from within. I'm so glad that I know more than I knew then. Gonna keep on trying till I reach my highest ground. Say, I'm so glad I got to try it again. 'Cause last time I didn't know the pain from within. I'm so glad that I know more than I knew then. Gonna keep on trying till I reach my highest ground. Till I reach my higher ground. No one's gonna bring me down. No one's gonna bring me down. Thank you everyone for coming out to Unity San Francisco. We hope you had a wonderful service. We will see you in that beautiful hospitality they're having downstairs. Please make sure that you share your love with our online community, especially Heart Matter. If you would please stop and say something to our Zoom family. Happy Sunday!
We can't say hi if everybody's there. Hey everybody in Zoom land. Good to see you all. I'm glad you all hung in there. You guys didn't have to fight the traffic to get here. Good to see you all. Hey Noah. See this guy here. He thinks I can't see him. He thinks I can't see him. I mean, he's like right on video with me. Our guest